side of it. Like they think about you like you're a good, a service and good that they can market and they can financially benefit from. To whereas you as the father, your first emotion is the personal emotion. And then, you know what I'm saying, and even the first financial obligation is financially for him. Right. And people don't be understanding, like, when you have a father and son team, like, no, like, you have coaches who bring kids up from a young age, but when it's blood and that's your son out there in a sport that you can, God forbid, die in, you have to have his best interest. And like he said, that you the real MVP, and that just goes shows the unity in that situation. And it's crazy because it's like we all fathers here. Hopefully K2 won't be for a few more years.
Hey,
but like, we all have the responsibility to our kids, and it's just amazing when you see a man don't take on that responsibility. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to see the fruits of your labor right now. Like when you fight, when you fighting, he get to think like, man, I used to change his diaper. I used to give him cereal. You know what I'm saying? I used to have to discipline him. Now he is man, and then you know what I'm saying. You the same gratitude you get out of winning, he get that same one because he was directly in there. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, you be thinking about that when I'm fighting?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. You know, those are like real quick flashes.
Yeah. It all happened fast because you like you just think like, dang, he was just like the Dave Chappelle little joke where he like, man, you used to live in my balls. now look at you out here fighting for. You gonna be fighting for world titles, and you used to live. You the one that made it. you the one hunted that egg down and attached yourself. But like, okay,
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Do you have a weakness, like in the ring? You like something that you feel like you need to work on a little bit more than anything?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it's a weakness, but every fighter, you know, after you go over review your fight, there's something that there's always something that you wish you could work on more.
And what would you say that is?
I mean, it depends on what if. Like my last fight,
I guess I'll say is anything consistent.
Yeah, nah, it's nothing. It's never consistent because I always, you know, capitalize it on the next fight. But I can say my last fight, I should have, you know, used my jab more probably. But other than that,
you ever been rocked, like hurt?
Yeah, plenty. Well, not gonna say plenty of times, but yeah, when I was in amateurs, there's probably a couple of fights I have tasted.
And what goes through your head like when that happens? Like,
oh shit!
It's the first word to come to your head. I mean,
you can't call time out.
You can't. You in this game is over. But I can say, yeah. I remember my first time getting rocked. It didn't scare me, but it's just like this is real.
Right. Yeah. It didn't, you know. But when he got rocked, I remember it too.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, I did. I think in truth, I think I panicked more than he did. You know, I mean his composure actually kept me together in it. You know, and you know he got through it and he got through the fight. You know, so nearly 200 amateur fights, never been stopped in any of them. So
I mean, when I've been rocked before. It's not like, man, move, back away. I mean, you want to be smart too,
you ain't got
but
time.
it actually wakes me up even more. Like, dude, what you doing? So,
do it make you like I can't let him know that he hurt me? I gotta.
Yeah, I definitely don't show that. I got that down pat. I mean, you hit me, you like, oh, that was it. I'm gonna be looking at you like that's it, but really, I'm like, dang.
Ooh, shit. Damn. Okay, I'm ready. All right, I'm ready.
You do that in the sparring practice.
Hey, that's how come you know my nigga's a casual? Because he called it sparring practice.
What is it called? The sparring? Oh.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something with the basketball hoops.
Basketball hoops.
Hey, but like, I'm going to get back to you personally, but I want to ask you, are you checking out the fights tonight? What do you like when you talk about the state of boxing, man? This is like tonight's card is something that's wrong with boxing. We all know that Terrence Crawford is a terrific fighter, top 5 pound for pound, but we also know he's not a pay-per-view fighter. talent wise,
yeah. Popularity wise, not quite yet. And the thing about it is, it doesn't seem like this fight is this fight is better than. It is. I'll put it this way:
competitive.
This is it is a pay-per-view fight. It's just not on a bigger on as big of a scale as it should be. And it is definitely a more competitive fight than what meets the eye.
And then this is something like what, and this is a top ranked fight. Top ranks. Their head is Bob Arum. He's been in the business for a long time. He makes bad decisions. He makes good decisions. When you see him putting a fight like this on pay-per-view with two good fighters, but they're not that marketable right now, and neither one will ever be by themselves. These are the kind of fights that need another person to help them sell. Like they don't have the Floyd personality. It don't seem right now.
Right.
Because even Floyd didn't have the same personality he did at this stage in Crawford's career. But when he didn't put on the Wama, him and Gamboa.
Yeah,
that would have killed pay-per-view. Why? It's confusing the way his mind operates.
It was definitely a fight that the boxing world wanted to see. It would have done good numbers if that fight had transpired. But Wama had some hiccups there that kind of prevented that fight to happen.
Even before he ran into the, you know what I'm saying, people was clamoring for it. So it just goes to show, man, that everything in boxing not a home run. So who you got winning tonight?
That fight's actually it's a toss up for me.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the interesting thing about it. Terrence Crawford, he seems to be the more talented of the two, but early in his fights he tends to get hit a lot. And Postal, his punching power is deceptive.
So?
I think he's a bigger puncher than what his record displays. So the early rounds of that fight is gonna be dangerous for Terrence, particularly if he gets hit early.
I mean, I really didn't. I think Victor Postal he did good against. Who was it? Was it Matisse?
Yeah,
he stopped him, man. Matisse, I don't think Matisse. It was more so his style. It frustrated. He beat him up, but Matisse pretty much quit that fight. And Matisse, he's been down a few times. You know what I'm saying? He's a good puncher. But I think that this Crawford is going to be a whole nother level for Postal. I think Crawford, he the type of fighter that he fight to his opposition's talent.
Okay.
So I think he the kind of fighter that if you raise the bar, he take it up past your level. And I actually think that Crawford gonna get the late stoppage. That's how I feel. And people don't know, man. We getting on subject. We getting too deep into boxing, and I don't really have a strong boxing fan base. But I'm gonna let them know that Terrence Crawford, he moved to the 140, right?
Yeah.
He's a 140 pound fighter who he's really good. And you also check him out. You get a chance to, but. He's also under the same management as K2. And I talked to K2 about this before. He said you would get some sparring with him if you could.
Yeah, I wish I could.
How would you think you'd do to him? You think it'd be some good work?
It'll be some great work.
Great work.
I definitely look forward to that real soon, because I want to move, not as, I ain't gonna say he's moving fast, but I want to get up there where he's at, so, fighting getting some work from somebody that's, top, on the top, higher level than I am right now, that'll be great. But as working wise, I definitely love to get some work from him, and he's one of the best.
And that's how you should always want to be, to challenge yourself.
Yep.
And people don't understand, it's subtle things like that is what make people great or lead them to being great. When you had a desire to challenge your skill set to the person who's seemingly ahead of you right now, especially as far as experience and notoriety. But when you want to challenge yourself to face people at those levels and stuff, it just shows people the fundamental makeup that you have within yourself. And last time we was here too, we also talked about the kid next door, the Ohio average man.
Who's that, Broner?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Adrian Broner. Y'all been checking him out, man. See the trouble he been getting into. See, he got 30 days in jail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all he got?
I think it was for showing up late in court or something like that. Yeah.
You see that, Bo? Adrian Broner got 30 days coming to court late.
So how long would he got if he didn't come to court late?
I
Not
don't
that
even
long,
know.
huh?
I don't think it would have been. I don't know what it was for. So he got, from my understanding, he got the time just for being late.
So how do you like that's a balance. Like if anybody know Terrence Crawford, he was out in the streets when he was young.
Right.
He been shot too, hadn't he?
Yeah, he's been shot. Yeah.
He been shot, man, but it seemed like he got his head on right, like he's focused.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually had to take a harder grind too,
Right.
where he's at the Adrian Broner did.
Right. Yeah.
So Adrian Broner, you see two kids from similar situations,
Yeah.
but you see them veer to different paths.
Right.
And like
It just shows
I
who
should have
wants
saw
it
his
more.
fingers when he just made that statement.
this is I'm very that's a spread. Like you go that way, I'm gonna go this way. This is the proverbial fork in the road.
Y'all missed it.
I like the fork in the road.
That's funny.
So like what kept you outside of having and people don't understand this too, having a strong father to provide structure is what helps a lot of kids. And like I said, people don't understand that the lessons you teaching kids, like I said a couple weeks ago, don't register right in that moment.
Yeah.
But it resonate when they're in certain situations. So outside of just having a strong father figure, what helped keep you out there?
I mean, he was the one that kept me on that path. I mean, other than what he fed into my head, it came to reality. Like, hey, this is real. So you take this, you're gonna see for yourself. And then examples out when I, go out with my buddies or something. I see they're not on the right path. They don't have anybody like my dad. I mean, because I'm not gonna say everybody. Well, everybody doesn't have a father figure or a strong mother in their life. So it's kind of hard out here, especially in my generation. Parents are not talking to kids, and kids are not taking it up for themselves to do what's right. It's hard to do the right thing.
Yeah, and then with that said, man, like we talking about the obligations of fathers to children. We talked about this 2 weeks ago after the brutal assassinations that the police out here systematically doing to us. And it leads me to this. Like the last time you were here, Muhammad Ali hadn't passed away. And everybody knows that Muhammad Ali was a great fighter, but people know him more of what he did outside the ring and some of the challenges he faced and some of the causes he championed. Do you feel like, as a boxer, that you have a social responsibility to, especially since you're black, do you think you have a social responsibility to the black community?
In a way, I do. But being who I am, period. It's gonna be hard either way,
What you mean by that?
And if I'm in a sport or if I'm in, being black, period, it's gonna be hard.
Oh, okay. So, like, do you think, like, if you're in a position, say, because, like, I like Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, but Floyd Mayweather, he become real political, like, politically correct. He like, watch everything he say. Like, he see himself as more of a brand than a person. And when you start seeing yourself as a brand rather than a person, you lose a part of your soul to where even if you think something, you scared to speak out because you worried about an endorsement or something. And that's like, he plays middle of the line on everything they ask him. And, like, do you think it'll be hard to, because everybody, like we said, is prize fighting, and you want to maximize your money-making ability. And, like, it's probably something that you haven't even, like, thought about in detail, or is it, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you won't, like, it's a road you won't even think about crossing until you get there. But being that, and it's crazy because, like, the fighters today, and even athletes in general, it's so easy to make money. You know what I'm saying? And people become addicted to the money they're making like a drug that you forget, like, what you even want the money for. And like the original thing is to take care of yourself, your family, provide structure for the people around you, and then no fault to anybody, but